Two, involved in emergency. So here is a function that involves emergency coming to be administered by your people that you have been molding. So how do you feel this crisis managed? Maybe you might answer those.
Yeah.
The two of you an opportunity. Also, in addition to mine. Okay, yours, please. Yes.
Thank you, Chair. Chalimbano, in local government officers making submissions before accounts and also before other committees, and before then they would be camped at your institution. Even after camping at your institution for some time, they are sometimes still retained, even after panel beating whatever they are supposed to present. It's a source of concern, because if every time they have to line, they have to come and be groomed and be guided. What more all this going on? The councils are really ready and capable, since you are the ones providing the capacity building. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. So your honest opinion, are the councils ready to take up this huge responsibility in terms of, based on the little capacity you have pumped in them and what you foresee? Maybe give a quick, precise answer, because we have another witness in the next 5 minutes. Then we allow members to ask follow-up questions.
Thank you very much. I'll start with the issue of capacity, whether councils are ready. I think councils are ready, Chair, subject to the measures that we've prescribed in our submission. And I think from the capacity building point of view, the biggest challenge we've had, Chair, is that for a long time, we were not the only ones providing capacity to local authority. And maybe let me take this opportunity, Chair, also to inform the committee that we've made this submission in different fora, and the latest is through the capacity needs assessment we carried out in all the 96 local authorities except the city councils.
Okay.
So that has detailed recommendations of what to improve capacities in the local authorities.
So now, maybe a follow-up question before Nebo comes. With your answer, are you telling me that the council, the town clerk for Mapatizia, or the council chairman or council secretary, she has technical skills to manage? Right now, she sits with technical skills to manage a childhood? she could be competent enough to provide oversight to a vet doctor, veterinary service, feel that as officers they have the right competences. That is a very clear submission. And would you want to amplify on?
Yeah, so what I'm suggesting, Chair, is that there will be need for a human resource audit in local authorities, starting from the top, and subject these principal officers to performance contracts, as it were, to manage the new space that they are actually being ushered into. So an immediate human resource audit carried out to determine the competences of those that are currently holding these positions, because like you observed, Chair, not everyone might be competent enough to manage the devolved space. I submit, Chair.
Thank you. Honorable Kangombe, then I'll ask you last one if there's no other member who is... Okay, Honorable Kangombe.
Thank you very much, Chair. Chalimbana, you are aware, and I wanted to pick the thought of Honorable Sialuwala. You are aware that a lot of training programs are available for people in local government. Now, when these people come into local government, they already have other qualifications. You have qualified planners, you have qualified engineers, qualified human resource practitioners. I don't think academically there's a problem. There's no council in Zambia that employs people who have no qualifications. So that has to be put very categorical so that we don't misrepresent facts. People are academically qualified. So that's not. The issue now is how do you get outputs out of these skilled people in a certain field, and that is what maybe the chairperson is asking. People come with a degree in university in urban planning, probably the best institution in Zambia in planning. But now the question is, how do you... I don't think the issue is the academic qualification. We have the best qualified officers in local authorities. SIMA, ACCA, you'll find them at councils. Now, have we designed, maybe not, let me be more specific, Chair. Has Chalimbana, you are a training institution, your role is not to talk about things which are not your issue, okay? Your role is to train, to manage councils. So have you designed a program specifically to capacitate local authorities to deal with devolved functions? I want us to be very categorical so that the person who is preparing our report will be able to say the training is not there, or it's been designed, or it is already there, but what is missing is this. So I wanted, Chair, that that point comes out very clear.
Right framework. So please guide us if such a training framework has already been designed. That will help my principal officer to understand the technicalities on primary health care, technicalities on livestock management, so that as she is overseeing a council, she will have those technical skills. Is such a curriculum, such a framework existing? Then the last one for me, it's as you be concluding, you mentioned about the advantage we're having with the development of the IDPs. Are you aware that when these IDPs were being developed, they were perceived as council documents? Have devolved to the councils. They did not pay attention when these IDPs were being developed. I'm aware that I had to whip certain departments. National Park, they never attended a single meeting. Departments like ZESCO, they are saying this has nothing to do with us. This is a council document. Certain ministries, they never participated. Yes, as key stakeholders who own land and other things in certain districts, there was resistance at that point. And when this IDP becomes functional now, they will find their components missing in such documents. How do you think this will be will be managed. Any comment on that?
Chair, I'll start. I think our
And I'm sure what I'm describing was not typical of it.
Yes.
It could have happened elsewhere.
Yes, I'll start with a question from Honorable Kangombe on age. I just want to draw Honorable Kangombe to the history of the IUGAS qualification, the Institute of Local Government Administrators of Zambia. That's a training that was being given to almost all principal officers at a particular time. The moment you join the local government system, those that are being prepared for managerial responsibilities would undergo. Yes. So that training has evolved, Chair. It went to Mulungushi. I think Mulungushi abandoned it. Then we picked it up as Talimbana, and we have transformed it into a postgraduate diploma in local government administration. So this is a training that is given to all those that are coming with different qualifications. For example, you could have a degree in engineering, degree in planning, and you are aspiring for managerial responsibilities in the local authorities. So that, for us, a package that deals with those. I would use an example of CSC Nakonde. I think he's an engineer by training. One of the programs that he did was, and that's what actually you used to become CS, because of it actually prepares for officers managerial responsibility. So the answer here is that indeed we have a training that is used to prepare people to discharge their functions, involved functions.
Yes.
Morning again. I think the problem we have with the Local Government Training Institute is what I would call powers to do what we are supposed to do. We have done a lot of, if you look at other countries, what they have made a certain, their local government training institutes like the Ghanaian one, the South African model, and so forth. You'll find for you to even touch a pen before if you are sent to a local government institute, you have to go through there. Well, no matter what best universities you have gone to, they have a center where you have to be taught how the local government system operates. But here, it's free for all. You'll find we offer, Chair, to be very honest, we have, for example, a degree, a diploma in local government, and see where our people are placed. When they advertise from the those are they should put first degree, diploma in, but you find training institutes, which I would not mention, which are not even on the Zambia qualifications. So how do we achieve that?
So to that, as we devolve, now already thinking of a academic framework, you know, would be when you do some course, thinking that this bulk you would prescribe and guide type of past enhancement they will be needed in order for them to be given a leave, or are you already then when they come they will not the institution? Maybe as you conclude, Principal.
Actually, Chair, we are actually working right on comprehensive capacity building plans for all local authorities based on the comprehensive assessment we did. Not generic, because the results of the assessment were based on individual local authorities, and they cannot have a generic risk process right now of developing individual capacity building plans for all the local authorities, and we should have rolled out by the beginning of this year, but I think because of the change in the framework of the Zambia Devolution Program, so we see a scenario where we'll have a more clearly defined capacity building framework for local authorities.
And then time, we want to thank you. We immunity which was granted to you from Cap 12, and thank you once more. Have a good day.
Much.
Okay.
So he's from China.